Hello students, today we will discuss about types of adsorption. Adsorption, two types, physical adsorption, chemical adsorption. You know, during adsorption, adsorbate sticks to the adsorbent surface through attractive forces. Those attractive forces are known as binding forces. Adsorption phenomena, two types. Physical adsorption, chemical adsorption. Physical adsorption, physical adsorption, chemical adsorption, chemical adsorption, chemical adsorption. See, let us assume adsorbent. This is adsorbent, adsorbent, adsorbent. This is adsorbate molecule, adsorbate, adsorbate, adsorbate. Here there is van der Waals forces. The binding forces between adsorbate and adsorbent are van der Waals forces. Van der Waals forces. Van der Waals. Van der Waals forces. Van der Waals forces. In case of chemical adsorption, adsorbate, adsorbate, this adsorbent, adsorbent, adsorbent. Here, chemical bond. Binding force is chemical bond, chemical force. Here, adsorbate molecule sticks to the adsorbent surface through chemical bond or chemical forces. Here, adsorbate molecule sticks to the adsorbent surface through van der Waals forces. Yeah, based on the difference in the nature of binding forces, adsorption is two types: physical adsorption, chemical adsorption. What is the criteria for this classification? Based on the nature of binding forces. Based on the nature of binding forces between adsorbate and adsorbent. Binding forces. Based on the nature of binding forces between adsorbate and adsorbent, adsorption two types: physical adsorption, and chemical adsorption. Chemical adsorption. What is physical adsorption? If van der Waals forces are responsible for the adsorption of adsorbate over adsorbent surface, then adsorption is known as physical adsorption. If chemical bonds are responsible for the adsorption of adsorbate over adsorbent surface, then adsorption is known as chemical adsorption. Now we'll see differences between these two side by side. Physical adsorption, also known as physisorption. This is one more term for physical adsorption. Physisorption. 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 Chemical adsorption, also known as chemisorption. Chemisorption. One more term for chemical adsorption. Chemisorption. Now, in physical adsorption, van der Waals forces are involved. Van der Waals forces are involved. Van der Waals. Van der Waals forces. Van der Waals forces are involved in physical adsorption. In the chemical adsorption, chemical bonds, chemical forces are involved. Chemical bonds or chemical forces are involved. This is the basic difference between physical adsorption and chemical adsorption. Now we will see these van der Waals forces are universal, means these forces are present between all substances. Therefore, any adsorbate can adsorb over any adsorbent surface through these van der Waals forces. Therefore, physical adsorption is not specific because it is open to all. Any adsorbate can adsorb over adsorbent surface through van der Waals forces. That's why this physical adsorption is not specific. But here, see, adsorbent molecule should form chemical bond with adsorbent. Then only chemical adsorption possible. Chemical bonds are specific, highly specific. Adsorbate is able to form chemical bond with adsorbent, then chemical adsorption is possible. Suppose if adsorbate molecule is not able to form chemical bond with adsorbent surface, no chemical adsorption. So, here chemical adsorption selectively takes place. Chemical adsorption possible only between particular adsorbate and adsorbent. Hence it is specific, highly specific. So this is one more difference between physical adsorption and chemical adsorption. Physical adsorption, physisorption, not specific, not specific, not specific. Chemical adsorption, highly specific, highly specific, highly specific. Now, one more difference between physical adsorption and chemical adsorption. This physical adsorption is multi-layered process. Multi-layered process. Multi-layered process. Multi-layered process. Here, adsorbate molecules are sticking to the surface of adsorbent. One layer formed over adsorbent surface by utilizing van der Waals forces. Now, one more layer can develop over first layer. These two adsorbent molecules sticks together through van der Waals forces. Because van der Waals forces are universal. Those forces are present between adsorbate and adsorbent and also between adsorbate and adsorbent. So, van der Waals forces are universal. These forces are present between adsorbate and adsorbate and also present between adsorbate and adsorbent. That's why here one more layer developed over second. Similarly, one more layer possible over second layer. Why? Because adsorbate molecules may sticks together through van der Waals forces because van der Waals forces are universal. They may present between adsorbate molecules and also adsorbate and adsorbent. That's why process is multi-layered. Physical absorption is multi-layered. Multi-layered process. Multi-layered. Multi-layered process. Multi-layered process. Now we'll see. Chemical adsorption or chemisorption is unilayered process. Unilayered. Only one layer is formed over adsorbent surface. Over adsorbent. These adsorbent molecules forms chemical bonds with adsorbent surface and involved in chemical adsorption, formation of first layer bond. Now, if another adsorbent molecule approaching this layer, now chemical adsorption is not possible. Why? Because chemical adsorption, for the chemical adsorption, chemical bond must form between adsorbate and adsorbate. This chemical bond only possible when adsorbate molecule directly contact with the adsorbate surface. Then only chemical bonding possible and chemical adsorption takes place. But here now adsorbate molecule unable to attach, unable to contact with the adsorbate surface directly. That's why it is not at all involved in chemical adsorption. Therefore, chemical adsorption is unilayered process. Unilayered process. Therefore, chemical adsorption is unilayered process. Unilayered process. Unilayered process. Unilayered process. Now, one more difference is important difference. See, when adsorption takes place, then certain amount of heat is released. That amount of heat is said to be enthalpy of adsorption. Enthalpy of adsorption. Here, this adsorbate molecule sticks to the adsorbent surface through weak van Waal forces. Van Waal forces are weak. Therefore, because of the formation of weak bond between adsorbate and the adsorbent, so less amount of heat is released. We know when a bond is formed, then energy is released. If strong bond is formed, more energy is released. But in case of physical adsorption, weak attractions means weak bond present between adsorbate and adsorbent. Therefore, energy released is less. Enthalpy of adsorption is less here. But here, strong bond is formed. Strong bond is formed between adsorbate and the adsorbent. Therefore, more heat is released. Therefore, enthalpy of adsorption is more. Weaker the attractions, lesser the heat release. Stronger the attractions, more the heat release. So, enthalpy of adsorption here, low enthalpy of adsorption, low enthalpy of adsorption, low enthalpy of adsorption, adsorption. Here, this is around 20 to 40 kilojoule per mole. Enthalpy of adsorption. Enthalpy of physical adsorption in the range of 20 to 40 kilojoule per mole. For chemical adsorption, high enthalpy of adsorption. High enthalpy of adsorption. High enthalpy of adsorption. High enthalpy of adsorption. It is around 80 to 240 kilojoule per mole. Kilojoule per mole. Now you see one more difference between physical absorption and chemical absorption. That is, physical absorption is reversible process, whereas chemical absorption is irreversible. Irreversible. See here. This is adsorbent. Yeah, these are adsorbate molecules. These are adsorbate molecules. Adsorbent. So these are sticking to the adsorbent surface and forms. Or here gas is adsorbed over adsorbent. This process is known as adsorption. Adsorption. This is usually adsorption takes place at the low temperature. Under low temperature conditions, adsorbate molecules are able to sticks to the adsorbent surface, then adsorption takes place. Now, when we maintain high temperature, these adsorbate molecules are separated out from the removed from the adsorbent surface, then desorption takes place under high temperature condition. Why? Because there is weak van der Waals force between adsorbate and adsorbent. As temperature increases, these weak van der Waals forces break down easily. Adsorbate molecules removed from the adsorbent surface, then desorption takes place. If temperature is low, again these adsorbate molecules sticks to the adsorbent surface. Van der Waals forces are regenerated under low temperature. Therefore, adsorption means this process proceeds in forward direction and also in backward direction. Hence, physical absorption is reversible process. Actually, here two factors are there: kinetic energy, intermolecular forces. Here, intermolecular forces means van der Waals forces. Intermolecular forces are attractive type forces. These trying to keep the molecules together. One more thing, that is kinetic energy. Kinetic energy trying to keep away the molecules. Under low temperature condition, attractive forces, van der Waals forces dominates kinetic energy. Therefore, these molecules sticks to the adsorbent surface, adsorption takes place. Under high temperature condition, kinetic energy dominates van der Waals forces. Therefore, these molecules are adsorbate and adsorbate molecules are separated from each other. Desorption takes place. Therefore, whatever it may be, process is reversible. Means this proceeds in both forward and backward direction. That's why it is said to be physical. It is said to be reversible process. Reversible process. Reversible process. Chemical adsorption is irreversible process. Irreversible process. Irreversible. Why it is irreversible? Because once adsorbate molecules are sticking to the surface of adsorbent, then adsorbate molecules are not removed from the adsorbent surface because there is strong, in case of chemical adsorption, there is strong chemical bonds between adsorbate and adsorbent. That's why removal of adsorbate from adsorbent surface is difficult in case of chemical adsorption. That's why desorption is not possible. Only adsorption is possible. Means process takes place only in one direction, not in two directions. That's why chemical adsorption is irreversible process. irreversible process. See here, hydrogen gas is passed over nickel surface. Then this hydrogen molecule sticks to the nickel surface through weak van der Waals forces. Therefore, this step is said to be physical adsorption. There is weak van der Waals forces between adsorbate and adsorbent. That's why this is physical adsorption. This low temperature favors physical adsorption. Physical adsorption takes place at low temperature. Now, here this bond breaks down. This bond breaks down. Later, these two hydrogen atoms are separated. Then this hydrogen atom forms chemical bond with nickel. Complete bond formation takes place. This is also the second hydrogen atom also able to form complete full-fledged bond with nickel. Therefore, this hydrogen makes bond with nickel. Second hydrogen also forms bonds with the nickel. Therefore, this is chemical adsorption. Why? Because here there are chemical bonds between adsorbate and adsorbate. That's why it is chemical adsorption. We know in a chemical reaction usually bond breaking and bond making takes place. This is happens in chemical reaction. Even in chemical adsorption also same thing happens, breaking and making. Therefore, chemical adsorption is a chemical reaction. Chemosorption is nothing but chemical reaction. See, in this chemosorption, bond breaking, making, both are taking place, but breaking first takes place, later making takes place. We know for bond breaking energy is required. That's why here high temperature is required. Therefore, chemical adsorption takes place under high temperature condition. Now come to this energy profile diagram. We know under chemical kinetics we studied this energy profile diagram. So this is energy of reactant. This is threshold energy. See, in order to convert reactant molecule into product, reactant molecule needs this much extra energy. This extra amount of energy required by the reactant molecule is nothing but activation energy. Activation energy. See, here H2 molecule is reactant in this step. This H2 molecule requires activation energy to convert into product. Such activation energy only available under high temperature condition. Therefore, chemosorption needs high temperature. Chemical adsorption needs activation energy, but physical adsorption no need of activation energy. See here, important point. Physical adsorption here first hydrogen undergo physical adsorption at low temperature. On further increasing temperature, this physical adsorption converted into chemical adsorption. This is important point. Physical adsorption may changes to chemical adsorption under high temperature condition. One more important difference between physisorption and chemosorption does not no need of activation energy. No need of activation energy. Activation energy. Here activation energy is required. Here activation energy is required. Therefore, this is about physical adsorption and chemical adsorption and differences between physisorption and chemosorption. Thank you.